Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, it's Darker Than Black. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Today is the 15th of March, and we're going to be taking a look at Darker Than Black, the anime.
That's right, which came out in 2007 and was done by Animax and Funimation. The story basically is there's two poles, one in, I believe, South America and one in Tokyo. South America has Heaven's Gate, which just appeared, and Tokyo has Hell's Gate, which just appeared. I don't know what the significance of the two are. I know that Heaven's Gate went missing, and the area around it got destroyed as well, and no one's allowed there. Whereas Hell's Gate is still around, and is where the contractors, the dolls, and the syndicates they just kind of.
So in other words, you haven't read the manga, and we haven't made it all the way through the anime yet.
That's a good way of saying it. Yes. We have not finished this series,
so we're not sure if it resolved, but it's one that we've been watching. So
it is pretty damn cool. Graphically, visually, it's fun.
Yeah.
And the story is interesting. You follow. His name is Hei, right? Hei. I forget how it's pronounced.
Yeah, it's Hei.
Hei, yeah. We follow Hei, who is a contractor, and basically contractors are more or less emotionless. They have emotions, but they kind of. It's more secondary than it is for us. It's like kind of back in there somewhere. And they work off of logic and stuff. But they also have superpowers, or special powers, having the ability to conduct electricity. So he sends electricity out, not through the air, not througor concrete or something like that, but through metals, he can conduct it. So one of his weapons actually it's a knife on a metal thread that he throws, and
I kind of actually find it interesting that this one kind of breaks the rule, because it seems that American stuff usually has to do with like science, and then Japanese stuff usually has to do with like spirituality. And I'm not saying this doesn't have to; it very much does, but it does have kind of that scientific
accuracy, right?
There.
Yeah.
But anyway, continue.
So contractors are more or less forced to, shortly after use their power, they have to, I guess, atone for it or pay the price for using the power. So, and it varies. Sometimes you have to like eat a lot, although in Hei's situation, it may not necessarily be his price that he eats a lot, but something else. But I don't want to get into it because that's the part of the story that, I don't want to give away. Others, sometimes you have to like physically harm yourself, like break your finger or something. In the case of Mao, who is the cat, meow, Mao, who is the cat, he doesn't have to do the payment anymore. He is a contractor who doesn't have to do the payment because he's already settled the debt, I suppose, by getting rid of his body. So now that he doesn't have his own original body, he doesn't have to atone for using his power. And his power is basically he can jump from animal to animal, possess animals. And right now he's possessing a cat and doesn't need his body. Then there's dolls, and Yin is a doll. Dolls are different than contractors in that they are more or less empty shells that can be programmed. I don't know if that's a good way of saying it, but more or less programmed. They're given simple tasks to complete, usually very, remedial tasks like scouting ahead or things like that. And in fact, Yin has the ability to transfer her consciousness through water. So as long as she's near a body of water and can touch it, she can transfer her consciousness and see what the water sees, if that makes sense.
Use it as her eyes, yeah.
Right. And she doesn't have to atone because she's not a contractor, she's a doll. What is a little confusing is dolls do seem to be able to gain, I guess their own soul, their own will, eventually, because she does end up having feelings. She does end up making decisions that they're not normally allowed to make, and things like that. So they do. It appears as though they do evolve. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So I'm sorry, is there any more of the story you want to...
The only other thing was Huang is in there, and he's not a contractor, he's not a doll, he's just the middleman between the syndicate, who they work for, and Hai, who is team leader, or Hey.
Right. We just did Corpse Princess not too long ago, and I think this falls into the same category of it borrows from a lot of other anime, but I think we need to use this as an opportunity to say, let's stop saying that, because really, everything borrows from everything. You know what I mean? Like, this is as unique as anything else, even though it reminds me of Straight Jacket. It reminds me a little bit of Bleach, in some aspects.
Yeah.
It reminds me of well, whatever. It just on and on.
Yeah.
So we just, it's really fun. It's unique, and like you said, the art is done really well. The voice acting is pretty much top notch.
Right.
I don't think there's any real reason not to like
check it out. Yeah, it's pretty. I dug it. And there is a lot of political intrigue as well. Some of the super that I believe the syndicate I believe the syndicate is contractors who believe that they're the more superior race other than humans, so they want to kind of rule and they're trying to take over. Meanwhile, there's all these other things. There's people who are trying to study Hell's Gate and figure out what it is and what happened at Heaven's Gate and all this other stuff.
See, that's another thing I was going to mention. It kind of reminds me of like Full Metal Alchemist,
Yes.
But it's just, it's its own thing, and it definitely holds up. It's on Netflix.
Yes, it is.
And there's quite a few seasons.
Yeah, I forgot to write down how many episodes there were, but
this is like 6 seasons at least.
It's pretty long. It's kick-ass. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, you've got the iconic, like the mask. Everybody they're really doing a lot of masks lately, like just real sleek, white and black graphic masks. But this one's really cool. So without belaboring the point, we love anime. We love all sorts of anime. This is a great anime. There's nothing that takes you out of it. There's no gratuitous like boob shots like High School of the Dead, which you reviewed lately. And there's no, I don't know. It's very accessible. I don't find it.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be offensive in any way, or you know what I mean. Like it works.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's serious. Although there is a little bit of comedy in there, and it really just wants to tell its own story. It wants to be itself, and I think that I think it works. It's great.
Do you know anything about the manga? Do you know if it's popular or?
Oh, I believe it is popular, but I haven't read it, and so no. I'm just gonna say no.
Okay. All right, we really need to start doing some of these mangas.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to stereotype us, but we are American, and we do tend to move towards comic books rather than manga.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I did like Battle Angel Alita.
My major obstacle is just that realizing that they're like $8, but that's because they contain 3 comics worth of stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's just a higher price point. That's like if I start thinking of them as trades, which I need to do, like mini trades. Anyway,
although Azumanga Dao, the omnibus, get that. That's fun. I bring that up all the time. I love that thing.
All right. Well, yes. Continuing our recommending anime that is freshly put on Netflix for you to watch. That's a really good. If you're not really, you're kind of. I'm interested in anime, but I'm not whole hog on it. Netflix is perfect.
Yeah.
So that's what we think of Darker Than Black. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Let us know what you think.
If you're going to Emerald City Comic Con, please let us know. And when you get to Emerald City Comic Con, buy his card game.
Right.
And say hi to us because, if you say, hey, we watched the show, it's really great, and we might give you something.
And any recommendations you have, especially anime. We love new anime.
Yes.
Let us know, and we'll check it out if we haven't already. And that's it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Oh, you're a contractor.
I'm a contractor.
And I'm a doll. Nice. That's $1,000 table right there. You just made it $5.
I thought you were gonna say it was a $1,000 Nerf gun.
Next up, it's the good, the bad, the weird.
What now? What now? Yeah.
On today's Duel review, it's Darker Than Black. What's Darker Than Black? I don't know. I'm RJ.
I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. What is Darker Than Black? Negative black?
A negative black.
I mean, black hole is still black. So...
Yeah, you totally threw me off with that opening.
You want to do it again?
Yes.
On today's Duel review, it's Darker Than Black, the anime. I'm not gonna say anime, okay? On today's Duel review, why are you agreeing with me when I'm saying on today's Duel review? Yes. On today's Duel review, it's Darker Than Black. I'm RJ.
I'm Nick.
Why are you laughing?
Because I just realized that I am agreeing with you. Yes, today. I don't know. I think I do that often too.
Yeah.
I think so.
On today's Duel review, it's Darker Than Black. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
I'm still trying not to nod. I'm like, yes.
I will not nod. Yeah. Today is Thursday, the 15th of March, and we're going to be taking a look at the anime Darker Than Black.
That's right, which
is what? Don't know. What's Darker Than Black?
It's an anime.
Okay.
And a manga.
Okay.
Manga.
Why don't we start?
Okay, we'll start
We're
over.
not very far into this.
Hey, yay. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, yin. Hey, yin, huang, and mao.
On today's Duel review, it's... No, we didn't.
We did this.
Today is Thursday, the 15th of March, and we're going to be doing Darker Than Black, the anime.
That's right. It came out in 2007. It was done by Anime. I keep wanting to combine the two. Animax and Funimation. Together they make animation.
Bing! You should be watching! I hate that intro. I really hate that. They changed it, so it's like so annoying. I immediately want to hit mute. I hear that. Bing! You should be watching! I'm like, I am watching. You think I'm... Yeah, what the hell?
Oh, thank you, shatter my eardrum.
Bing!
Ow.
You should be watching.
Damn. Like a sonic boom.
It's funny, too, because they're like, you should be watching, but it's like, you should be watching. Like they're whispering, but really loud. Whatever. Stupid Funimation intro thing. Bad intro thingy. Sorry. On today's Duel, no.
I was nodding too. I was like,
What do you say? Good. Very I do.
I gotta stop nodding.